Greetings, friends. Yesterday we had a visitor, a man I know very well indeed, and he currently works with the ship's ministry. And he reminded us about the new ship we have, which is the Doulos Hope. It's much smaller than the Logos Hope, and it's currently being refitted. And he thanked us for what we do. And he said, when you're doing things like the data entry, which I do and I send out letters, that we were making a big impact upon the wider ministry. I've always believed that, but it was good to be thanked for it and reminded about that, because it's inspiring to us when people show appreciation and remind us that what we are doing has a far, far bigger impact to glorify God beyond this office. And I think that's important to remember. And people remember who are supporting me, or if you would care to support me, you in turn are doing a huge thing, impacting the rest of the ministry. And I want you to know that. And for those who already support me and have done for a number of years, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, as this man was talking about the Doulos Hope, he showed us a video. And there were a number of people who are on board who are currently involved in doing the refitting. And there was one young man who was up there just for a few seconds, and his title came up and it said Chief Electrician. And immediately I thought about someone I used to know, a man called Stan Thompson, who had been the chief electrician on the original ship, the Logos, and Stan had been part of the team who had gone out and looked at possible ships to buy. And in a private conversation one lunchtime, Stan had said to me that when he inspected the electronics of the Logos, as it became, he knew it was a ship. So when I saw that young man on the screen yesterday, I thought, there is the present day Stan Thompson. What he's doing is a great work to get this ship ready. Now, this ship is much smaller than the Logos Hope, so it's able to go into places, smaller places, that the Logos Hope couldn't possibly go to. That I look forward to, because I think that it will make a huge difference to the ministry, being able to access ports that currently we can't do. Also too, I must be getting older, because I can remember the captain of the Logos Hope, a man called James Berry, as a young man coming here who was going to go off, and he was going to train as a seaman, and he was checking up on what he would need. And as I say, when he became the first officer of Logos Hope, I realised that he is going to be the captain, and he's now been a captain for a number of years. He has now transferred to the Doulos Hope. So, just like the first captain of the Logos, James is doing a pioneering work. And as I say, if you support me, you're supporting the wider work of the ship's ministry as well. So, thank you for doing that. Things go on here at Quinta. We have interesting guests at Quinta Hall. We had certainly some interesting ones yesterday. They must be Africans, and they were singing away. And the wider work goes on. There's still, as usual, there are a number of vacancies or even new positions open. One of the things I keep going on about, and this is something that struck me right from when I joined OM, because although I knew it up here intellectually, you get to know it far better when you've got to live it, and that is this. The harvest is plentiful, but the labourers are few. Now that's a verse at church we hear again and again and again. But when you are in missions, you start to find out just how true it is. We just don't ever have enough people. The harvest is the world. The world is out there. The world needs to hear the word of God. How are we going to do it? How are we going to recruit the people who are going to communicate that message? And we're always doing that. And you, in turn, are doing your part. And if you would like to join my support team, get in touch with me. Send me an email to george.falconer@om.org. george.falconer@om.org. Let me write that down. It is george.falconer@om.org. There you go. Email me at that address if you want to join my support team, and I will get you sorted out and ask you what you could do and how you'd like to do it. It's a big thing, being in missions. But in some respects, we're all in missions. If you're a Christian at all, if you're a believer at all, you are in missions. You are part of God's mission. You're going to your local church. You're faithfully supporting your local church. You are in missions. You are doing your part in what God has called you to do. Amen. May God bless you. Be a blessing to others, and I hope that I am a blessing to you.